Hey guys, and welcome back to Tank Reviews with dubstephsheep. Sorry, I've been kind of busy lately with many extracurricular activities and the like. So now I'm back for a new tank review, and this is the AMX 30B. Now, by the way, if you haven't seen already, 9.7 is, 9.7. Yeah, 9.7 is live on the live server. Uh, New tanks are being put in, as well as the new map Overlord, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get some battles on that map. I'll probably record when I get to that, and also the new tanks. We got many new tanks in this update. If you look at the French tech tree, I believe the R35, the Soma S35, the Sarl, the G1R. These are all new. I believe this is new as well, the Hotchkiss H35. And also at tier 9 and 10 you get the AMX 30 and the AMX 30B at tier 10. And that's what we're reviewing right now, the tier 10 French medium tank, the AMX 30B, with its rifled 100mm gun, I believe it is. Yep, no, 105, sorry. Or not rifled, why did I say rifled? I'm used to the Japanese tanks. Anyway, it's got the 100mm gun, and if you look at kind of the gun barrel, you can see that it looks more similar to the guns of modern tanks, more than tanks of the World War II era. So you can kind of see the transition between World War II and like post-World War II tanks, like the MX-30B and stuff like that. And also you can see kind of the turret is very detailed. It has a machine gun right here, and the commander's hatch is very well defined on the top with the light here. Another hatch with two radio antennas, a very large radio box, and some kind of caging surrounding the turret, probably for holding items, and etc. in the viewports and stuff like that. And you got your machine gun, turreted machine gun here, and other hatches and such like that. So basically, very detailed, and you got the coverings and the exhaust even too, so pretty detailed from what I can see. Now let's take a look at the stats of this cool looking thing here. Alright, so the medium tank AMX 30B, you got 1,900 hit points. Engine power is 720. Check out the top speed, 65 kilometers an hour. There it is. Your traverse speed, 48 degrees per second. That's not bad. Now your hull armor. With French medium tanks, and I suppose light tanks too, but the medium tanks especially, they're designed for a high DPM, a good rate of fire, but not for the armor. The armor is just what the French mediums are lacking. And that's what you got to kind of play with when you're planning on playing these tanks, because you got the good guns, you got the mobile tanks, and everything like that, but your armor is just not going to withstand a whole lot. So you got 80 in the front, 35 in the side, and 30 in the rear. Your turret armor, 80 in the front, 40 in the sides, and 30 in the rear. Your standard shell damage, 293 to 488. And your standard shell penetration, 195 to 325. Your rate of fire, 6.74 rounds a minute. And your turret traverse, 38 degrees in total, and your view range 410, and your signal range 38 degrees per second. Sorry. Let's just kind of take a look at the historical side of things. Developed in 1966. Yeah, see, this is post World War II, guys, right here. Post World War II, 1966. Developed in 1966. The vehicle had maneuverability, engine power, and effective anti-tank engagement distance superiority to all other vehicles except the Leopard 1. See, now that's where this thing comes in. You got all that superiority to other vehicles that you'll be fighting against at tier 10. Great view range allowed the vehicle's commander to coordinate the actions of the crew and maintain situational awareness, greatly increasing the vehicle's effectiveness. The armor of the vehicle was quite thin, but it was decided that the technological advances in anti-tank shells had essentially rendered armor obsolete. Survivability would depend on mobility and firepower. A total of 2,800 vehicles manufactured. So it was telling us about how armor wasn't really a bigger thing up into the later years of post-World War II. It didn't matter, because you're always going to have stuff like anti-tank missiles and stuff. There's no way your armor's going to deflect an anti-tank missile. So rather than have extra plating armor, use your superior firepower and mobility to your advantage to gain the element of surprise on your enemy, and therefore do well in tanks that actually have not as good armor. So without further ado, we'll get right into battle. And I believe I will compare the Tier 9 to this, because the Tier 9 is the Amx 30. It's very similar to the Amx 30B, but not exactly the same. But we'll take a look at that after this one right here. We've got a Tier 10 maximum battle on Siegfried Line, and we do have an Amx 30B as our top tier tank. Evidently, this tank is very popular. We've got an Amx 50B on the enemy team. So, we'll get right into it. We've also got some bad chats. Oof, we got 3 of them on the enemy team and 2 of them on our team. So, like I was saying before, I don't know what it is, but bad chat always seems to wreck me on the test server for no apparent reason. I'm a bad chat magnet, and I don't know why. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to I'm gonna go with this object 430. There's the enemy AMX 30B. We have missed the we did take one hit from
celui-là n'a pas percé.
Time to fall back. Yep, we're falling back for sure.
Joli tir.
There we go. Move over to this direction.
Ils sont touchés. On les tient, les gars.
Getting some lag here, guys. We do have artillery.
Ils sont salement touchés.
Mutual destruction there. We have an E100.
Chenille HS. On
Ah,
peut
the
plus
bat
bouger.
chat.
Cassons-nous,
Yep.
c'est fini.
The bat chat. There it went. Killed by the bat chat. So not bad, but not great. I kind of foresaw the death by bat chat thing because it just always seems to happen to me. I have no idea why. It's just the thing. But as you saw, each hit I took, I didn't have really any chance of deflecting the shot or anything. I tried to kind of move my tank as the shots were coming, but they didn't really work that well. But and you could see I did some damage to some targets like the E100 and the FV215B, I believe it was. I can't recall exactly. But and that was the last of the enemy team. So we'll head on to battle once again with our Amx 30B. Pretty satisfying. Not bad so far what I've seen. The reload could be amped up a little if you had a gun rammer. I think that's what we're going to put on right now. And let's see now. We're going to throw a gun rammer on there. I think our aiming time is alright, so we don't need an enhanced gun drive or anything like that. But we will throw a gun rammer. So just remember at this point, at the assault at Corellia, I do have a gun rammer. So any stats you are seeing for the reload are somewhat inaccurate to what they were at the beginning. Just FYI. This is a tier 10 maximum game on Corellia, an assault. Oh yes, so I believe I will head up to the left. This time, however, we're not closer to top tier as we were before, unfortunately. Stick with the enemy team. They do have a mouse, whatever, however you feel pronouncing it, T57 Hybrid, an Amx 50B, which I've kind of grown to not like. They're facing me in anything but capable tier 10. But you got the idea. Yes, now our reload's slightly shorter. It's 9.82 seconds from what it was before. I didn't actually take a look at what it was from before. I was not paying attention. But anyway. I'm going to change the team of things to that. I like seeing the tanks or names. The names are kind of worthless. I don't need to see them. We have a bat chat. I almost don't want to go forward, but probably break cover and go. We spotted the Amx 50B and the walking trigger. Should be popping out any moment now. Hoping there's nothing on me. And the leopard, or
Ils sont seulement touchés.
wait, where are we over here? Bouncing the E50M. Off the trigger wasted almost all of his shots. Off trigger's about to die. Leave the waffle traggers with flank. I'll be ready for him, bro.
En plein dans le mille.
And we bounced off the trigger. That's just dandy.
Une de leurs ennemis est touchée.
And I die.
C'est fini.
Oh wow, how do I bounce a Waffentrager? Right on his gun shield too. That was just a pitiful display of just terrible, 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 terrible. That's just stupid. Whatever. RNG, you win. Whatever. Anyway. So let's take a look at the AMX 30 at tier 9. Alright then. Is a prototype. And while we look at it, we can see the French have their original gun barrel design, their 90mm. Now you get the let's see, I believe it is the, yep, this is the same one as the AMX 30B. So very, very similar. Also, you get that turret, so let's back out the radio. Alright, thank you for letting us know. And there we are. So we have the 105mm gun. Let's compare it with the 100mm. The 90mm doesn't really need comparing because it's very much the same, or mostly all. So, your rate of fire is going to be very similar. Your 100 is 6.74 rounds a minute, and your 105 is 6.06 rounds a minute. And your average penetration, slightly better on the on the 105 compared to the 100, as you can see. And your damage will be a little bit higher as well. Instead of 300, 300, 400, it will be 390, 390, 480. And your dispersion is very much similar, your aiming time very much similar, and your weight is obviously the same. And your turret that you get, let's take a look at it. It's very, very similar to the AMX 30B. It's a little bit less glamorous. It doesn't have the big searchlight. It's slightly smaller. It does have the little carrying cages on the side. And now the gun looks, I think this is the same gun that you mount on the AMX 30B, so it will be will look the same, obviously. Let's throw a gun rammer on there before we head out, and then we'll take a look at the stats real quick. All right. So a little bit less hit points than the AMX 30B. 1,650 compared to 1,900 the MX-30B. Your engine power will be 720, same as the MX-30B, and 65 kilometers an hour for your top speed. Your traverse speed, not as great, 36 degrees per second, not bad though. Your hull armor, once again, not going to be a lot. 80 in the front, 80 in the front, 80 in the front, 30 in the sides, and 30 in the rear. Your turret armor, 80 in the front, 40 in the sides, 30 in the rear. Your standard shell damage and your standard shell penetration are already covered with the other tank because of it has the same gun. Obviously, your rate of fire 6.06. Turret traverse 44 degrees per second. Your view range 390. Your range 750. So very similar, which to the AMX 30B, and it actually just came back from battle here, and we'll take a look at the details. Yeah, see, look, I damaged him, and then there was nothing, and then I bounced it, and that was terrible. But so if we look, we'll compare it here. Very, very similar, as you can see. Almost the same, except for the AMX 30 does not have so much more extra things like the AMX 30B does. as you can see, just slight little changes in the turret, and especially you can see actually the exterior of the tank. It looks like this was changed for more storage capacity. If you look on the MX-30B, it's more of a angled, and the exhaust is also different as well. As this one's covered over that, and then this is not covered and slightly lowered. It looks to be, but very, very similar, as you can see. So we'll just head out and battle and see how we do in our AMX 30. These tanks were added to the live server finally now, and for those of you who are heading down this French line, I would highly suggest these tanks. They are very, very good tanks, and they will work well for people who actually have good experiences with higher tier tanks, and they will do good in the hands of a good medium tank driver, such as not myself, but anyone else who cares to drive these tanks. Alright, it is a tier 9 maximum battle. Steps. You don't see this very often, where you are top tier and a tier 9 on the test server, as you obviously know, because there's been many games where I've been trying to review a tier 9 tank, and now I'm way at the bottom of the lineup for the game, because so many people are playing tier 10s. Lo and behold, we've got the advantage here. Let's not waste it. And up ahead we've got the T-49 with its 152mm gun launcher. It's literally what it's called. It's a prototype. I wonder if we can, yep, we can see it. Look at that thing, it's huge. But,
Allons-y!
Allons-y means let's go in French. It's probably the only thing I actually know in French, because of Doctor Who. I'm not going to get into that right now. I just want to think for a second. I don't know if I want to go this way or which way. I'm not sure. I'll probably just hopefully this video won't be too long, but I just gotta okay, try to spot some targets here. Yeah, I'm gonna head out by this A-44 actually. He missed. Oh dear. A big hit from something there. I should have not stopped to shoot that IC-152. It was a good shot. Would have been very, very good, but of course. Didn't expect that to penetrate at all. Anyway, shape, or form. That was a T-95, the Doom Turtle. And he's about to Doom over here. Highly unfortunate for us. I think it's time to leave. Yeah, it's time to leave. We have an IS-6, an A-44, and no dice. Can't take it bigger than this, but no dice once again. The IS-6 is very low on health. And our friendly IS-6 is, oh, you're dead. That's what he is. He's dead. And we have a tortoise. Time to fall back.
Une de nos chenilles est touchée. Une de nos chenilles est touchée. Celui-là n'a pas percé.
Ooh. Taking hits from all over the place.
Sortons de
There we
là.
go.
Le véhicule est HS.
Got hit by the charioteer. That wasn't very good. I should have gone in a different direction. By the way, that noise in the background before was just my sister. Just ignore it. She didn't know I was recording, so it's an honest mistake. Just ignore it. Sorry for the little interruption there. I was trying to get her to go, but she didn't realize I was recording. Cause she usually knows when I'm recording because I have my phone and my music stand contraption recording, but she doesn't know that I have a screen recording application. So just let her be. It's fine. But anyway, back to World of Tanks here. Not as good as I thought we would do, actually. I kind of was hemming and hawing about where to go. I suppose we kind of lost that side of the map, and they had a T-95, a VK something or other, a IS-6, a Tortoise, anything and everything coming around that side, and there's no way I was going to get out of there alive, so yeah, so we'll try to avenge ourselves in a AMX 30B game. We're not top tier this time, but we are not bottom tier either, which is satisfying. We are on Lakeville? No, that's not. This isn't Lakeville. I totally forgot what this map is called. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, I gotta remember this. And I was like, oh, don't know what it is. But anyway. Tier 10 maximum game. Take a look at our team list. We got a AMX 50B on the enemy team. Ugh. I do not like AMX 50Bs. Every time I meet up with one, it just seems to end badly.
En avant!
At least we have one on our team. Alright, anyway. I think I'm going to head. See, I'm debating here. I could head this way. Or not into that train. It's not what I meant to do there. Oh, we've got a stubborn team here. And the T11 OE5 is already around the corner. T95 up ahead.
On les tient, les gars!
Side shot with a T95, you should be able to penetrate. Even though those things have almost impenetrable armor. Just gotta find the right spot. Oh boy. Oh! There's the T95. There he is. They're already pushing our cap. Fortunately. FP 4005 back in action. We've got some problems. We've got T11 OE5 up here pushing our cap, and now he's dead, luckily. So we've got. Now's a good time to flank the T95 while he's sitting there, minding his own business. And we better fall back for the.
Véhicule ennemi hors combat.
That T95 is not going anywhere. We are good. We're doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna head to Cab. We've got an object 261 up there for artillery. We did take some hits though from the FV4005 Stage 2. Very formidable tank, but not good armor. Now the artillery's dead, so now all that's left is that tank destroyer up there, who I should have a clear shot on, and I do. Oh, and his gun is pointing this direction, which is very not good at all. Don't want to alert him that I'm going to be captured. He's going to die soon, so might as well be now.
Celui-là n'a pas percé.
He must be AFK. And there we go. Got a Waffenträger. We have artillery. I totally forgot that we have artillery. Or enemy artillery left, I should say. Somewhere. Oh, there, that guy's on fire. We got a T-92. Oh, dear.
On est immobilisé.
Tried a repair kit right now. I really did. Conqueror, eh?
Chenille réparée. On décolle de là.
Aha!
Je les tire. Véhicule ennemi hors de combat.
There goes the Conqueror. Doing quite well, I should say. Now we just have to find the other artillery. Hopefully won't kill me. We've got friendly artillery support, luckily. Not finding anything just yet. A Conqueror, GC, and a T-92. Now, I know that both of them are fairly slow, so they couldn't have gotten super far unless they were smart and relocated. And we've got a Conqueror GC, and he's dead. All that's left is the T-92. No idea where he is, honestly. Oh, there he is. Ooh. And there we go. That's the game, guys. Not bad at all, actually. We got the T-95, the FV4000 Stage 2, and the Conqueror gun carriage. 3 kills in all, some damage. The T-11 OE5 I probably could have got, but I did some significant damage to him. I knocked out his ammo rack, which helped me a lot. Now on the FV4005 Stage 2, I knocked out his turret. That seems, that makes sense, actually, because I shot at his turret. And then, damage, and then on the T-95, I knocked out his ammo rack, and I just track. Oh, I didn't know I knocked out his track. So, Mastery Badge, second class. Excuse me, man. Sharpshooter, and Spotter, and finally Fire for Effect. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. So, success. I feel like I almost want to... I'll save that for another time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tank Reviews with dubstephsheep. And as you can see, the AMX-30B and the AMX-30, very good tanks. So now that they're out in the live server, go out and buy them if you are all the way up to tier 9 and 10. And you're going down the French line, of course. So, very good tanks. I enjoyed them a lot. And, yeah, so thanks for watching. And as always, good hunting on the battlefield.